Like, dude, you just handed me the win. OPC Don, I know you're into Grace. I know you tried to play your cards and it didn't work out, whatever, but we had a plan. OPC Don, we were supposed to do a wilderness retreat. The only way you could have won after what Grace pulled was you actually following through with the collaboration, and you didn't show up. OPC Don, I don't know, dude. Maybe he got a blowjob from Grace or something. I don't know. Maybe OPC was planning on cucking me using Grace. I don't know, dude. I don't know what's going on with OPC, but that guy is not following through, so. I'm here in Maine, dude. I'm in Portland, Maine. I was hoping to do a week-long camp out with OPC, and he's nowhere to be found. The guy is, I guess, a pussy or something? What's going on? Right? Distinction, it's like everywhere I go, people are just afraid of me. How much do I gotta tell you guys? I'm a Christian. I believe in being a good person. I'm going to heaven. There's no doubt about that, dude. I am going to heaven. I'm going to be back with my God someday. But people like OPC Dawn and Grace, they seem to think that I'm like a serial killer or something. Right? Nordic warrior DNA, they have an instinct to fear you. Exactly. I don't get it, dude. I know I'm tall, I'm Danish, I'm very threatening, I get it, but dude, I'm a Christian, man. I'm not looking to get in any fucking fights. It was an epic trip, right? As if I'm gonna finish off my trip by going to jail. You think I want to go to jail? No, dude. I ain't going to jail, Grace. The minute Grace started talking crazy, I was out. If she wants to act like a crazy bitch, which she was acting like a crazy bitch, I don't deal with that shit. I mean, the fact that we're not even together is just like, dude, she expected me to show up and be her new daddy? Really? Really? Yeah, no, Ruby, she knew, dude. If I hung out with Ruby, I would have trolled her. The whole point of hanging out with Ruby was to get a win. And Grace handed Ruby the win. So, game over. Grace came all the way down to New Haven to get a win on Ruby, and yeah, no, she embarrassed herself. So, yeah, game over. She lost, dude. Grace, you lost. Ruby, you won. Good job. They both behaved like complete bitches, dude. None of them got a win. Ruby and Grace acted like idiots. I showed up. I was willing to like tame the situation down and show people how to behave properly. And yeah, no, who cares, dude? They weren't feeling it. Grace and Ruby they're off the deep end, dude. They hate each other so much that they don't give a fuck anymore. They were making death threats. They were both making death threats towards each other. I don't put up with that. If we want to set up some type of fight that's like, whatever, we can do that. But if they're going to start dishing out death threats, I'm out. I'm not going to jail. I'm not going to kill anybody. Ruby was acting very irrational, and then Grace had a panic attack because Ruby was threatening to kill Grace. And I told Grace, like, if Ruby's actually playing that card, I'll deal with her. I got no problem. Like, the minute someone starts dishing out death threats, I can deal. It's just unfortunate that she went down the path of, oh man, I need my daddy to fix this situation. Grace didn't give me 5 minutes to like deal. What happened? Essentially, a bunch of dumb bitches got crazy on me, and yeah, no, it turned into. Grace was saying that she got poisoned and she was dying, and that she needed to go back home to her dad. So yeah, no, I wasn't gonna play the card again. Yeah, no, I did the best I could. I mean, forget that chick, dude. When a woman starts acting like that, you gotta just separate. You gotta separate. And then, like, dude, OPC Dawn, dude, you should have known better. OPC Dawn tried to save Grace, and she spit in his face, from what I heard. I told OPC Dawn that we needed to get away, find my car, let's go up to Maine, let's do our collaboration, right? But no, OPC Dawn is in love with Grace. He wanted to save her. He wanted to play the hero card, and he got spit on. When a chick starts acting like that, you do not stick around, dude. You do not stick around. You give her space. You let her realize she's acting like a dumb bitch. And then maybe a couple days later, she calls you up and like, hey, I'm sorry I acted like that. But dude, OPC Dawn. Like, the minute that I got Grace to the train station, I went to a kiosk to buy her a ticket home. She ran away. I told OPC Dawn at that point she's in the wind. She needs to figure it out herself. It's one of those situations where she doesn't need us anymore, OPC. Anyways, OPC bailed on me. Apparently, he's not gonna, like, come to the collaboration. I came all the way up to Maine. I actually went into, like, northern Maine to go fishing and just hang out, waiting for OPC Dawn to, like, show up wherever he wanted me to be. I was there. I was ready to go. I have no idea where OPC is. He's not calling me back. He's not texting me back. He's apparently hanging out with Montiero or some shit. I don't know. I don't care anymore. If he doesn't text me by morning, then I'm going home. Well, I know I got gray rocked. I know that. Dude, I went into this. I gray rocked Grace off the bat, dude. I didn't give her attention. For a good reason, dude. When I saw that she chose to go bowling with OPC instead of come up and hang out with me, it was like, okay, this bitch is disrespectful. She's not somebody that's actually gonna, like, follow through. And OPC Dawn, whatever you're trying to pull, don't try that shit with me, dude. I know OPC Dawn has feelings for Grace. I get it, dude. I get it. But when I heard that, like, they were going to go bowling, OPC was supposed to just bring her down to me, and we are supposed to just hang out, have fun. I get a text that, like, oh, she's bowling with OPC Dawn. They're going to make me wait 3 hours. I've already been waiting for what? It was like 4:30 p.m. She was supposed to be there at 3 p.m. I get a text saying that they're bowling. And I'm thinking, okay, this chick is what? What's she doing? She hanging out with OPC Dawn? OPC Dawn took her bowling when I'm hanging out waiting for them? Anyways, yeah, once I heard that Grace and OPC were going bowling, it was like, yeah, dude, I'm going to go buy a 12-pack of beer. I'm going to hang out at the beach and see how this goes. And then they text me 7:30 at night while I was sleeping. I'd already given up on the collaboration. I didn't give a fuck anymore. And Grace was like, we're here now. Where are you at? Where you at, dude? I was just like, I'm here hanging out. You really want me to come over? You just went bowling with OPC Don. Exactly, Moonsoon. Grace chose to be a dumb cunt. I don't know how else to say it, dude. She chose to be a dumb cunt. She gave Ruby a win. She cozied up to OPC Don when I was there ready to go. And the fact that OPC Don actually hit that car trying to pull out, dude. Grace, you made the wrong choice, dude. You made the wrong decision. But she's back home with her daddy. All she had to do was wait for me in Maine. I would have come and fixed her RV. I would have hung out with Ben. It would have been a fun time. Instead, he tried to take control of the situation. She tried to get me to go after Ruby. She drove 2 hours with OPC, a weirdo. All she had to do was stay home and let me come to her. Instead, she wanted to use me to, like, dude, she was talking about me, like, killing Grace or Ruby. She was talking some mad shit. And yeah, if Ruby had actually tried to poison her and kill her, then yeah, I'd be there. You know, she's my chick. I would have defended her. But dude, she, like, brought OPC down, went bowling with OPC. Grace, I'm not a cuck. I don't know what you're expecting from me, but make your choice. And dude, Grace, oh my god, dude, you just gave Ruby a win. That was so clearly a win for Ruby and her brother. Not to mention Grace, dude, you flirted with her brother. I showed up. You should have been like, hey, this is Ruby's brother. He's fucking with me. Deal with it. I've been like, dude, fuck off. Whatever. So yeah, I'm in Maine right now. OPC did not hit me back. I called him twice. I texted him. He's not texting me back. Well, she was a total cunt because I think OPC Dawn, honestly, dude, OPC Dawn, like, dude, I don't know, did you get a blowjob at least? Did she at least blow you or what, dude? You drove her all the way down to Providence, or no, New Haven, and then all the way back, and she spit in your face. Yeah, no, there's no way you got laid or anything like that. It's just, fuck, dude. OPC Dawn, why did you agree to drive her down to Ruby? Not only that, you took one of her Zen packs and got sick. So embarrassing. Fuck. Ugh. See, the content was there. All that had to happen was OPC and myself show up in Rhode Island and fix the RV. That was the content. I was so ready to fix her RV. Instead, oh my god. Oh well, who cares, dude? Who fucking cares? Yeah, dude, OPC, like, showed up with Nirvana gear and acting all weird and shit, and then he was, like, hitting people's cars and leaving notes, and I don't know. You saw what happened. I checked out of the situation right away. When I saw that, like, OPC was acting creepy, and I was acting kind of drunk, I'll admit that, but I wasn't acting like a creep. That's the thing is, I was looking to chill the fuck out. And considering Grace chose to go bowling with OPC Dawn, I don't know, dude. You got to understand who's in charge, and you know, what's going on, because that was embarrassing. I'm sorry, OPC Don, but like, dude, oh my God, whatever. Who cares? We'll figure it out in the morning. Text me if you're still down to collaborate, all that shit. We'll see. But yeah, it looks like OPC Don is not going to follow through, and I'm going to start heading home. So, yep, that's where we're at right now. Both Grace and OPC are too afraid to hang out with me, so whatever. You walked in right after a nuke went off, and we're like, "Yo, chat, what's up?" Yeah, see, that's the thing, is like, she could have pulled me aside and been like, "This is what's going on. If you could help me out, I'd appreciate it." I would have would have helped her out, but she didn't. So whatever. Not to mention, she already submitted to OPC Don, so the fact that OPC Don didn't take care of the situation, he knew what was going on, and he just sat there like a little bitch. Like, dude, come on. Be better, guys. Just be better.